And welcome back to another nail video. Today I have a special surprise from MelodySusie. So special thank you to MelodySusie for sending over this new nail drill for me to try. It's their SM200F Nail Drill. And already out the package, it comes with an instruction manual and a warranty that I'll definitely be putting to use. And then here is the nail drill. It is beautiful. It's this really pretty light pink color with gold accent. And then here is the handle piece, very lightweight and pretty. And then at the bottom of the box, you have all the goodies. You have a charger piece, the piece that connects to the hand part, a box for the charger, which is great. This holds the handle. And then you have a couple of different nail drill bits, some sanding bands, and additional nail drill bits. So starting off, I'll be doing my right hand. And of course, my first step for my nail prep is to gently push back my cuticles using a cuticle pusher. This SM200F nail drill is lightweight and compact and has 12 hours of long-lasting battery. Next, I put my e-file to about 4 RPMs, and then I begin to remove the oil from my natural nails. I'm just gently etching the surface of my natural nails because I am going to be doing a set of medium acrylic nails. And so this step is very important when you're doing acrylic nails because you want to remove all of the oils from the surface of your natural nails. That way the acrylic has something to stick to. Next, I'm using this skinny cone nail drill bit to help with my cuticle prep. And I think that this nail drill bit is perfect because it's small and can get in those tight corners around the cuticle area. So I put my e-file on about a 5 RPMs and I just go around the cuticle area. And some other main features of this SM200F MelodySusie nail drill is that it's high torque special design for their anniversary. This nail drill has superior power and smooth performance to ensure efficient and precise nail care every time. It has 35,000 RPM, which is professional and salon grade, and it's perfect for nail technicians and nail enthusiasts. Then I use my cuticle nippers to nip my cuticles. And one thing I like to do before I cut any cuticle, I make sure that my nippers are underneath the bottom skin of my cuticles. That way I can ensure that I'm only cutting the cuticle and I'm not gonna cut myself. I know it can be a bit intimidating to use a cuticle nipper, but trust me, with a little practice, you can definitely do it yourself. Then I use my cuticle ball nail drill bit to gently go around my cuticle area once more. And this is just going to help buff out the skin around my cuticle area so that it is nice and smooth. And I will say one thing I love about this nail drill is, again, it's very lightweight and compact. And also when you have it on, you can barely feel it vibrating, and it feels as though it's not even on. It doesn't make a lot of noise, because I do know sometimes when you have an e-file that is kind of loud, again, that can be intimidating to your client. So I love that this e-file is very quiet and compact, and again, easy to use. And I'm using Lime Vision nail tips for today's video. And I went ahead and glued and cut these nail tips down off camera. Next, I am using the MelodySusie e-file, and I have it set to about 5 RPMs. And I'm just using it to blend the nail tip with my natural nail. And for today's set, I'm using Cover Pink by Young Nails, Mia's Secret Liquid Monomer, and my number 12 Panna Kalinsky brush. I'm starting off with Mia's Secret Acid-Free Primer, and I'm just going to apply a thin layer of primer to each nail. Next, I do my acrylic application. I start by picking up a medium to large size bead of acrylic, and I place it towards the tip of my nail, and I begin to pat that acrylic in place. Remember, the acrylic that you put on the tip, you always want to pat it down. That way you have a nice surface and a nice structure to work from. And then I just do kind of like a layering effect. I place my next bead of acrylic directly above the last. I'll go ahead and pat that acrylic down before I blend it in with the other acrylic, and then I just repeat these same steps until I make my way to the cuticle area. Of course, I want to make sure that the area around the cuticle is nice and clean, and that I don't have any product on my skin. And then I just repeat those same steps on all my nails. Now, since these are medium-sized nails, I don't need a lot of product. Again, I like my nails to be nice and thin and natural looking. So I try to do the 2 bead method from this point on. Again, being really careful to make sure that I'm not getting any of this product on my skin. And I'm just taking my time to get the nail as close as possible to the final look. That way it can minimize the amount of time that I have to file and shape these nails. And also, what helps me have a smooth application is my bead consistency. I have practiced my liquid to powder ratio so that I know when I place a bead down on the nail, it's not going to be too runny. It's going to be nice and firm, which will allow me to mold the nail to my liking. That's a very important step when you're working on your acrylic application, is to really try to master your liquid to powder ratio, which will save you time because you're not chasing after the acrylic. And also, you can mold the acrylic a little better when it's firm, because again, it is not runny. And once I'm done with my application and the product has dried, then I'm using my e-file, and I do have it set to about 14 RPMs, and I'm using the large barrel top drill bit, and I'm just using this to go around the cuticle area. And I love that it has this circular top part, which makes it really safe to use close to the cuticle area. You can ensure that you won't cut your client, so that's very helpful. And then I'm dragging it down the surface of the nail because this is removing the thickness in the nail. Again, I like my nails nice and thin, so I'm just going to repeat this step on all of my nails, just going around the cuticle area to get it as flat as possible, as well as across the top and the surface of the nail to thin out the product. Then I use the ceramic bit to get the nails as thin as possible. Typically, you would use this bit to remove gel polish, but I like to use it to really get the nails as thin as I like them to be. Overall, I would say I am loving this new MelodySusie SM200F Nail Drill. Again, I think it's lightweight but very powerful. So if you're interested in this nail drill, I will leave a link in the description box down below, as well as my promo code eNails12, which can save you 12% off your purchase. And these are how the nails look after they've been filed, shaped, and buffed. I went ahead and used my hand file off camera to really get that shape nice and crisp. Next, I am using Madam Glam's base coat, and I'm going to be applying a very thin layer of base coat to each nail, and then I'm going to cure these nails for 30 seconds. And if you are not new here, you know that I always use base coat, especially if I am applying any gel polish or regular polish, because it just allows the polish to go on so much smoother and just has a better outcome overall. So I highly encourage, if you are polishing your nails with gel polish or regular polish, to please apply a thin layer of base coat first. Next, I am using MelodySusie, and this color is P25. It's a really pretty coral color, and I think that it's perfect because even though the seasons are changing, it's getting a bit cooler outside. It's still pretty hot, so I just wanted to do one last bright and beautiful set before the summer officially ends. So for today's set, I'm doing this really pretty design on my first finger, my middle finger, and my pinky. My ring finger, I actually decided to paint the entire nail this really pretty color because it really is so beautiful and just really clean and elegant looking. So I love the color, and I love how it blends in with the young nails cover pink as well. The two colors definitely complement each other. And then for my thumbnail, I decided to polish this entire nail the P25 color as well. And then of course I'm going to cure these nails for about 60 seconds before applying a second thin layer. And after that second layer has dried, then I'm using MelodySusie in the color P23. And I'm also using my MelodySusie striper brush to just outline the design of the first color, the P25 color. It's just a simple, basic design that I love. I think it really makes these nails pop. And again, I love how the colors complement each other. So once I'm done outlining my first finger, middle finger, and pinky, then I'm going to go ahead and cure these nails for about 30 seconds. And once those nails have cured, I'm using the color P15 and my dotting tool, and I'm just creating different size dots down the length of the nail. And I really love how this design came out. It's so simple but so cute, and I think the colors complement each other well. And these are how the nails turned out. I love them. I think they're so fun and so cute. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Special thank you to MelodySusie for sending over their new SM200F Nail Drill for me to try. If you are interested in purchasing their new nail drill, I will leave a link down in the description box below. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next nail video.